my stream at? Broadcast. Should be streaming. Oh, it's starting. And I'm live. Okay, for those of you that don't know me, I sound like crap. I'm fighting cancer, but I'll live. I'm not fighting, I'm beating cancer. Okay, so I hope you can hear me. I can't turn up my mic any louder for some reason. Um, Gonna go through some perfect golf. Hopefully, my brother will call in here soon, and we'll get a couple rounds going. And anybody wants to watch this can laugh their ass off because, well, we suck. But if you haven't played perfect golf, I came over from the golf club, which the golf club's a very good game also. But I'm really liking the perfect golf. I think it has a lot of potential. Uh, Homepage, eh, it's a little messy, but it tells you what you need to know. You have solo play, you have multiplayer, showing you how many people are online. 71 people online. It's actually a game. Uh, Actually, there's two, so it's wrong, but there's only one that's available, and it's locked. Um, I picked up on one of these yesterday. It was a alternate ball game. It was a lot of fun. Nice people. So uh, and there's another one joining up. Wife said I could. Okay, so you have multiplayer, you have solo play. Right now there are several courses. Glen Meadows, um, the Florida Glades, beautiful golf course. Um, Lived in Florida for 14 years, uh, down in the Glades area. So uh, beautiful golf course. Crystal Pines haven't played yet. Uh, I can't pronounce this one, so I'm not going to try. But the course is really nice. Chicago Oaks, fairly simple, but really nice course. Black Swan haven't played. It's a link style course, so I'm kind of looking forward to jumping on it. Willow Heath is a nice course. A little fantasy back there. It's got a castle. Um, this one, from my understanding, was created with the beta creator that's not out yet. The uh, the creator that's coming with this game is going to actually contain. You're going to have to know some Unity 5 in order to do it. Unlike the golf club, which it's all right there. This one you're going to have to actually know a little bit about the Unity interface and how it works. But saying that being said, you're going to get a lot finer control. The one thing I found in the golf club creator is I could not ever create a hole or a fairway that had any kind of gradient lean. It was either all or nothing. So I watched a couple of videos on YouTube with this, and it's really nice. Southampton Links, not played it. Shadowlands, not played it. Practice area, invaluable. Actually, it has 9 holes. They're not really holes, but you play them as such. So you can get long iron, short iron, putter practice all in one, and you can continually re-hit until you feel comfortable. Massachusetts Golf Club, really nice course also. Cairn is a fictional links course, tough course, but really nice, well done. And the Illinois Country Club, well done also. And Hidden Canyon is the original. It's nice course. All right, so players. Here's where you create your players. I've added my player here. I set my settings. The brake line indicator, the auto grid. I want to grid on. I'm not going to pretend like I know what everything means here. There are no. The one thing I'd like to see them add would be some mouse overs. Uh, I'm not really. I don't get any mouse overs. Swing meter marks, yeah, I want those because I suck. I am right-handed. I don't play. I have tried to play with the controller. The controller system needs a lot of work in this game. I suggest not using the controller right now. I'm hoping at some point a handicap system becomes like the golf club's handicap system, where it's automatic, and your handicap is built up as you play. Um, you can set different players. So you don't like playing alone. You always want to play with somebody. You can add another player in here, and don't make it the default. And you can actually make it a computer player and give it some skill, and then you be playing against somebody. Uh, Difficulty. You have player difficulty levels. Uh, uh, Hacker, beginner, hacker, amateur. These uh, control the amount of distance you're able to be off of that bottom notch before you're slicing or hooking. Uh, uh, Amateur's a good one for me. Hacker is actually a better one. I'm not 100% sure what the snap penalty reduction assist is yet. The sweet spot assist. You would think that sweet spot size assist would be the sweet spot on the bottom of the thing, but it never changes size. Simplified putting. Um, I played in that little match yesterday, and they had simplified putting off. Simplified putting makes it really nice. It gives you uh, a length to your shot. Now it's not 100% right. You have to judge for break, whether that be downhill, uphill, whatever. But it's a lot better than having a swing meter that's got 8 or 9 marks on it, and you have no clue, because I don't know how far a putter is. Uh, Maybe I'll redo this one day and we will fill in some of these blanks. Uh, Wind speed, I don't think I need to elaborate what wind speed means or wind direction. Aim outside main view. You can aim in any view, which is really nice. And the cancel swing assist is on. And then you get to choose your clubs. Driver, 3 wood, 5 wood, 7 wood here. Um, Driving irons. I changed some of my wedges around. Um, I don't know that I help myself any, but it doesn't matter. And you get into your settings. There are a lot of settings in this game. Visual settings. You have Imperial and you have Metric. I'm in the U.S., so I'm doing Imperial. The ball tracer, you got the Comet, or you got a full. I was doing full for a while, and those lines really get annoying. So I went to the Comet and just changed the Comet trail to 10 seconds. Post shot screen display. After you hit the ball, after your shot's over, you'll get a chance to watch a replay or re-hit or continue. Uh, if you turn this off, it sits there and waits for you to hit something. If you turn this on and set it for, like, I think I got it set for what, 8 seconds here, it'll sit there and count down for 8 seconds before it continues. Much better. The green grid cell width, I haven't messed with it yet, but I'm pretty sure that 2 is for 2 feet, I'm hoping. And the scorecard leaderboard at the end of the hole. Well, you got on and you got off. Camera. View, follow. That's exactly what it sounds like. You hit the ball, it follows the ball. You can have the player, so it just stays on the player. You don't see where it lands. I mean, I guess if you want the true golf experience, this is what you want, because in golf, at least I've never been able to see exactly where it lands. Panoramic, hadn't messed with it. We may play with that a little bit here, see what it does. Use follow. Follow catch time. You got your time of how far back it stays. snap camera, forward, landing, reverse, and disabled. This is where it snaps. Um, this is if you're playing with somebody. If you want, you can turn on so you can see where their ball's at, which is kind of nice. Input, swing meter. This is the 3-click swing. Um, I grew up with the 3-click swing. I like the 3-click swing, but the motion swing on this game, I really like the motion swing on this game much better than I like the golf club motion swing. Um, but they're not saying there's anything wrong with the golf club motion swing. It was a really good swing. And this horizontal one, I actually remember, I don't remember which game it was I had that had this, where you're swinging left to right, which in a way is nice. Um, uh, but who uses it? I don't know. I'm sure there's somebody. And I don't know what simulator is. If somebody does know, please comment. Let me tell me what it is. I have no idea. Oh, I know what its simulator is. This game is eventually going to be. I'm sure you guys have played indoor golf, where you've hit into the simulator um, screen. This is going to be software that is used for that, and that is what that's going to be for. I would almost bet. Pause render on swing. It'd be nice if I had a mouse over. My only mouse overs I get are things that are turned off. Like, what does this mean? Don't know. Um, graphics or graphics. Okay. Uh, I usually set mine on ultra high and then move down. I did change my resolutions from 1080p to, because I play Windows so that I've got 3 monitors set up so I can move between monitors and do other things while I'm playing golf. But set it on ultra high and I'll let it go. I haven't seen any tearing, so I've left VSync turned off. Audio, not a lot of choices. I can tell you that some of the audio gets annoying. Bees buzzing, birds chirping. But if you like that ambiance, well, you have control over it. Go for it. Controls. Don't hit this unless you really want to be in trouble. The camera views are really nice. The free camera mode, haven't quite learned how to use it yet, but it is cool. Putt aiming view, it gives you a reverse look at your putt, which really can help you. Letter C just toggles through the views. Gamepad, like I said, I think they have a long way to go with the gamepad still. Weather. The one thing I wasn't too, I really like this real-time weather option. The problem is that I see is it should pick up the course I'm playing. I shouldn't be typing in, well, I want the real-time weather at in California if I'm playing in Minnesota in January. I should be real-time weather. Should be real-time weather. When you turn it on, uh, it should just pick up whatever. But it is what it is. Pro Shop. As far as I can tell, nothing's activated here yet. I saw these season passes and I freaked out. I went out and read $250 a year for this, $5 a month for this. From my understanding, they've been scrapped. Well, this one has been scrapped. The $5 a month has been scrapped, from my understanding. The $250 a year has not been scrapped, but this is if you have the simulator. If you got a nice big room in your house and you want to hang a screen and put a golf simulator in it, that's what this is for. Also allows you to do things like broadcast to other monitors so that you can have your simulator and maybe a broadcaster. I don't know. Courses, well, they're the courses. They all have $0. My understanding from what I read last night after doing a lot of research is that they're not going to be charging for player created courses, but I would expect them to charge DLC prices for um, licensed courses. I would expect that they have to pay for those licenses. I would expect them to give them to us. Shafts. Well, if you look at this, you might be thinking you're already getting one of these. I don't know, but none of these work right now. You can't buy anything. You can't change anything. Shirts. I mean, you can't change your shirts. You can't change your pants. But it's nice to see the options that are going to be available eventually. Um, so, and that's really it. Um, that's perfect golf in a nutshell. Uh, the one thing that the golf club doesn't give you is the practice course. You could build your own. It was a little, well, it wasn't quite what you would want it to be, but you could. Here you hit practice and you go into the practice range, um, and they give you all these practice ranges. Oh wait, they're all the same. uh, so I mean, it is what it is. It's a practice range. So we're gonna go in here to the practice range. You have to hit ready, say you're ready to play, and you hit start. It loads. It doesn't load terribly slow. It's a nice running game. Um, it looks like uh, it looks like a practice range. Um, a lot of things on your swing, which I didn't understand until the other day after playing around with it a little bit, is I didn't know how to change clubs. Well, first let's go through this. Over here you got your settings. You can go through, change your settings while you're playing. Um, oh, if you hit exit, you're exiting, so don't want to hit that. Hit the little green arrow down. You got your overhead view, which is really nice. And you can actually plan your shot out through your overhead view, which is really nice. Granted, real golf, if you're a purist and want to play golf simulation, turn this off so you can't use it. You have your flyby, which, um, well, I can only watch them for a couple seconds. They're boring. You have your scorecard. Uh, the heater here, air conditioner, whatever. Not really figured out what it is. I'm thinking that in golf tournaments, it's going to be leaderboards. Um, at least that's what I'm thinking. So we'll see. And grid is grid. You can turn your flags on and off. You know your pins while you're on the green. You can pop your pin in if you can't see the ball. This will actually pull the pin if you don't know where you're hitting, which is nice if you play in the woods like I do as much as I do. All right, so we see down here we have this. We're on the tee. We have this yellow round circle that tells us absolutely nothing what it is. I'll get to that in a minute. You'll understand what I'm talking about. We're in a driver, which is a 271-yard club at a full swing. All right. Now, when you're sitting there playing a game, this is clicked off, and you're hitting the ball, right? You go, oh, perfect hit. What the hell? It didn't hit. Oh, perfect hit. Oh man, it's broken. No, this is for practice swinging. Okay, now you come up here and you perfect hit with whack. All right, so this is important. Uh, my brother and I racked our brain for quite a while on what this one was. Here, see, I got 9 seconds to continue, rehit, replay. Since I'm actually on a practice range, it doesn't matter. It's going to just come back to here anyway. Wind. Okay, I have not. If you've played the golf club, you know wind is a horrible factor. 2 mile an hour wind can blow your ball 400 yards off course. Okay, it's exaggeration, but uh, playing yesterday with a few of the guys I was playing with, I asked them about the wind. And what I was told is if it's not above 14 miles per hour, it's not doing anything. And I agree with that. So now we don't want to hit the driver anymore. Well, where do you change your club at? Uh, hold on. Yes. I got to step away for a minute. Please bear with me. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. All right, so to change clubs, you actually right click in the middle of this swing meter and you have all your clubs to choose from. You have your shot types full, pitch, chip, flop. Hopefully, in the future, they may add a couple of more in there. But let's change to a 3 wood. All right, so now we have the 3 wood, which is 247 yards full swing. Uh, this is top notches. Uh, well, it's 100%. Uh, but I'll explain as I was. There's some videos out there, and you can see Power 99, Snap 327, which this is the Snap part. I was a little early. Um, I learned that it's not necessarily by going into the or over way out in that I get more power, but it's really more club head speed. It's not necessarily more distance, as you can see. I didn't really get a lot more distance out of it. It's used for um, we're gonna hit here. If I right click again, I get this targeting rectile. Uh, in most games, this would be where you're making contact on the ball. Like you'd be hitting ball here, which would create more spin, blah, 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 blah. Not true here. This is loft. This is a lower loft, as you can see down here, higher loft. You have your low draw, your high draw, You get your fades. It all tells you down here. But let's get out of that. Let's go to a pitching wedge, um, and then let's go up into high here. High loft. Okay, you would think high loft with the pitching wedge when it lands that it would hit and uh, would probably drop back up on us. What we get is a nice soft landing. Um, you can see. I need to find me a. Let's see. Can I? Let's go overhead here. 83 yards to that green. We're gonna start aiming at that green over there. Um, if you um, if you were to bring this thing all the way down where you're low lofting it and you hit faster club head speed, what you're gonna find is, which I didn't do it, is that, see how that checked up and stopped real quick. Um, if you can get in there where it's even better, you can actually throw some backspin because you got more club head speed. So see how it backs it up. You're getting more spin on that ball, which it took me a while to figure that out, and actually watch a video. Of course, nobody can play golf without Google. Uh, but that's really it on the game. Now I'm going to go in here and play with a couple of things so you guys can see what happens. Like we're going to go to game and we're going to change the snap camera to landing just to see what happens. And then we're going to go back over here. Let's go back to the driver just to make it easier. It's nice. You can aim just with your left mouse button out here. Um, or you can aim with the overhead, or you can hit F3, which takes you down here, and then you can aim with that F3. Um, so then we're gonna hit the ball, and boom, and to me, it didn't look like it did much anything. Um, so we'll hit continue. There's a lot of information there. I think I'll go in and I'm going to take that uh, post shot display to manual right now, just so we can kind of show you that what's 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 available. So to view, we went follow. Let's go player. You'll see what I mean by um, when it's set for player. You're basically, well. Oh, I know. Duh. Okay. So you guys are watching an idiot streaming. I'll be honest. I haven't done a lot of it yet. I hope to do more. As you can see, there's a lot of information in this post side, though. Ball speed, distance, carry. So we carried 277 yards, but we got 306. Do the math. We rolled what, 19 yards, 9 yards, 29 yards. Yeah, we rode like 29 yards. So when you're on the practice green and you're trying to figure out how to get, you know, that pitch shot to slow down quicker or to speed up, you want to roll one out a little further, you want to stop one a little quicker. Perfect. This is what it's for. Spin rate tells you how fast it's spinning. Mm. Having to take a drink. Just so you guys know, I had a tonsil cancer. 6 months ago. Surgery, radiation, chemo, all that. Um, so mouth gets a little dry. Not, not a big deal. It's everything's gonna be cool. I'm gonna live just to piss my wife off. Okay, so uh, where were we? Oh, we were gonna look at a few more settings. Oh, we were going to go back into the game, camera, player. Why didn't that change? That should have changed. When I did the player last time, it actually um, so snap camera. If this is the one, maybe this is the one that, yeah, it just sits there, and you watch the ball go out there, and you're like, oh, where the hell is it? So that's not bad. I mean, if you don't want to see, the whole flight of the path of the bumblebee, you've got that. Um, that's but even that's not what it was. Excuse me. Um, I could have swore that if I had turned, oh, panoramic. That's what we were gonna play with. And did nothing. It looks just like the last one. That's more what I was used to when I did the player. It just lands out there, and you're not really sure what happened. So if we go in here now and we turn off turn the snap camera back on to forward. There's no well, input devices, motion swing. Um, did I set that to motion swing? I did, didn't I? Yeah. Okay. I really want to know swing meter. We'll do motion swing in a minute. So boof and boof, boof. So it's really not doing anything different. Maybe I shouldn't be recording this until I play with some of this. Yeah, maybe I'll do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stop this just because I don't mind looking like an idiot.